Honda's middleweight twins share a showroom, but little else in spirit. The Transalp chases dirt roads and distant horizons, while the NC750X quietly perfects the daily commute. Both got updates for 2026, so here's how the two compare across 9 key points, ending in a verdict for which one actually suits you.
These bikes are often cross-shopped purely because of their similar displacement and Honda badge, but their missions diverge sharply. The Transalp is an adventure tourer built around a 21-inch front wheel, long travel suspension, and rally-style bodywork, positioned as the accessible little sibling to the Africa Twin. The NC750X, by contrast, is Honda's everyday explorer, a tall-riding, road-biased standard with adventure styling layered over a fundamentally urban and touring skeleton. One is built to leave the pavement, the other is built to make pavement feel effortless. With Honda's wider catalog reinforcing that split, the Transalp sits between the smaller NX500 and the flagship Africa Twin in the adventure lineup, while the NC750X occupies its own everyday explorer niche with no direct sibling. Choosing between them starts with being honest about how much gravel, if any, you'll actually ride.
Despite the similar-sounding names, the engines are tuned for opposite goals. The Transalp's 755cc parallel twin is the sportier unit, making around 91 horsepower and roughly 75 newton-meters of torque, while the NC750X's 745cc twin makes about 58.5 horsepower and 69 newton-meters, prioritizing low-rev smoothness and fuel efficiency over outright thrills. Both share a 270-degree crank for a similar pulse-like exhaust note, but the Transalp is built to rev, and the NC750X is built to relax. On paper, the Transalp is the clear performance winner. In practice, the NC750X's unhurried delivery suits traffic and highway miles better than its spec sheet suggests. This is where the two bikes' personalities really split. For 2026, the Transalp adopts Honda's e-clutch as standard, automating clutch engagement for stall-free starts and clutchless shifts, while still leaving a conventional lever and foot shift pedal in place for riders who want full manual control. The NC750X, meanwhile, is offered exclusively with Honda's dual-clutch transmission, a true 2-clutch automatic with push-button or fully automatic shifting and no foot lever or clutch at all. Riders who want to retain manual involvement will prefer the Transalp setup. Those who simply want to twist and go will gravitate toward the NC750X's DCT. The Transalp's hardware reads like a genuine off-road tool. A 43mm Showa inverted fork and Pro-Link rear shock, both with generous travel and fully adjustable compression and rebound damping for 2026. Wire-spoked 28-inch front and 18-inch rear wheels open up a wide range of dual sport and knobby tire options. The NC750X runs shorter travel suspension and 17-inch cast wheels front and rear with road-biased rubber. It's tuned for stability and easy maintenance rather than rough terrain composure, which keeps it planted on tarmac but limits its ambitions on gravel or worse. Ground clearance reflects the same split, and the Transalp's claimed curb weight is actually lighter than the NC750X's, a reminder that the NC750X's steel frame and DCT hardware carry their own mass penalty.
Both motorcycles use a dual-disc front and single-disc rear arrangement with standard ABS, but the way that ABS behaves reflects each bike's intent. On the Transalp, dual 310mm front discs and a 256mm rear disc handle stopping duties, and ABS is linked to the riding modes, with the rear channel able to be switched off entirely for loose surface riding, a feature serious off-road riders will appreciate. The NC750X keeps its ABS unswitchable, which makes sense given its street-focused brief. There's little reason to disable rear ABS on a bike that rarely leaves the pavement. It uses a single 296mm front disc and a single 240mm rear disc, and ABS helps keep braking behavior consistent. Stopping power feels adequate on both bikes, but the Transalp setup gives riders more flexibility to tailor braking behavior to the terrain, while the NC750X favors consistency and simplicity. The NC750X is the clear winner for shorter riders or anyone prioritizing easy reach to the ground, with a notably low 31.6-inch seat height paired with a roomy, upright, commuter-friendly riding position. The Transalp sits noticeably taller at around 33.7 inches, reflecting its longer suspension travel, though Honda offers a lower accessory seat for riders who want to close that gap. Standing on the pegs also feels more natural on the Transalp, thanks to its narrower midsection and adventure bike ergonomics, while the NC750X is happiest with both feet down and the rider seated. For commuting and around-town confidence, the NC750X has the edge. For mixed-terrain versatility, the Transalp's geometry pays off. Honda's NC750X has long had a party trick. Because its compact engine sits low in the frame, the space where a conventional fuel tank would normally live becomes a large storage compartment, big enough to swallow a full-face helmet, with the actual fuel tank relocated under the seat. Claimed fuel consumption of around 3.5 liters per 100 kilometers translates to a real-world range near 400 kilometers, helped by the engine's relaxed tuning. The Transalp carries a larger conventional tank, which, combined with its thirstier, higher revving engine, likely yields comparable real-world range without the built-in storage trick, though it does add a USB charging socket tucked under its seat for phones and other devices. For practical daily hauling without strapping a bag on, the NC750X simply has no rival here. The Transalp pulls ahead on outright tech for 2026. It pairs a full-color display with Honda RoadSync smartphone connectivity, offers 6 selectable ride modes, and adds a new aluminum skid plate and an adjustable suspension. The NC750X also offers Honda RoadSync connectivity and selectable ride profiles for its DCT, but its instrument panel leans toward a simpler readout, and its 2026 changes amount mainly to new color options rather than substantive hardware upgrades. If gadgetry and configurability matter to you, the Transalp is the more thoroughly updated machine this year. Including Honda's standard $600 destination charge, the Transalp lands at roughly $10,799 total, while the NC750X DCT comes in around $10,099, a gap of about $700. That premium buys the Transalp's larger engine, more sophisticated suspension, off-road capable wheels, and e-clutch technology. The NC750X counters with genuinely useful everyday features, like its underseat storage and famously low running costs, that arguably deliver more day-to-day value for commuter-focused buyers. Neither bike is expensive by adventure touring standards, and both undercut larger displacement rivals, so the pricing gap is really a referendum on which feature set you'll actually use. Both also carry Honda's standard 12-month limited warranty, and the Transalp benefits from a deep accessory catalog of nearly 36 factory parts, from luggage to taller windscreens, for owners who want to further personalize their setup. There's no universal winner here, only a clearer fit for different riders. If weekend gravel roads, mountain passes, or genuine adventure touring ambitions are part of your riding life, choose the Transalp. Its stronger engine, adjustable long travel suspension, dirt-friendly wheel sizes, and 2026 e-clutch, skid plate, and adjustable damping upgrades make it the more capable and more exciting option. If your riding is mostly commuting, city traffic, and the occasional weekend tour with a helmet to put somewhere, choose the NC750X. Its low seat, effortless DCT, and built-in storage compartment make it the more practical, lower stress companion. Budget-conscious commuters and shorter riders should lean toward the NC750X. Adventure-curious riders chasing versatility and a livelier ride should spend the extra few $100s on the Transalp.